In the past, the conservative people of the South who never travelled beyond their villages would comment about a person going to Madras with awe and sometimes scorn. Avan Pattanam paaka porana. Pattanam was the short form of Chennai. The once upon a time Chennai became Madras only to become Chennai again. From just being a fishing village known as Madrasapattanam, the city became one of the most important cosmopolitan cities of the country. In the past, this piece of land near the sea coast with its salubrious sea breeze was a magnet to artistic and creative people. The cultures and traditions nevertheless have remained, grown, flourished and enriched Chennai over the times. Today, sky-high edifices, plush 7-star hotels, variety of retail outlets have added modern flavor to the already rich cultural heritage. Chennai, in the state of Tamil Nadu and formerly known as Madras, was long considered the gateway to popular South Indian tourist destinations like Kerala, but it was overlooked as an attraction itself. Chennai, being a melting point of many cultures, is best known for its people. The warmth and hospitality of the Chennaites is known to the one who visits this culturally rich place. Reason, you ask? The city, being the center of major activities, is a place where different sects of people come to work and settle here. And within some time, these temporary outsiders too learn the new culture as if they are fascinated by it to the very core. Who wouldn't be? Chennaites are devoted to their culture and traditions and are very particular in following the age-old rituals every day. The day of a Tamil household begins with early rising and performing religious rites. Whether it is a festival occasion or just outside the little matchbox apartments, columns beautify the entrances. The mammies of the Agraharams visit the temples daily while chanting religious hymns. The religious festivals and ceremonies too are celebrated with great pomp and show. They believe in building harmonious relationships with everyone and leave absolutely no scope for isolation. At the end of it, the metropolitan city Chennai is a breathing example of perfect confluence of traditional beliefs and modernity in one's life. People of different religions live in perfect harmony with each other, and this presents a classic example of unity in diversity, and people will agree that Chennaites are one of the most humblest bunches of people in the country. A place where one can experience the true spirit of the country, Chennai is a place worth living. For those who are visiting Chennai for the first time, it may seem that the city is conservative, but you should know that we people are proud of our culture. Everyone from everywhere cannot survive anywhere, but in Chennai they thrive. With the passage of time, these people from other parts of the country contribute in several ways to the socio-economic and cultural aspects. The ever-expanding limits of Chennai make space for people who don't speak the language of this state. Settlers have brought in several things to be a part of the culture and ethics of the city. They have influenced everything from food to festivals and clothes. Migrants feel that the city and its people have been receptive thanks to its cosmopolitan outlook. Linguistic clubs and associations organize festivals to create awareness about their heritage and traditions among the second-generation residents. Dividing people on the basis of languages seems to be a thing of the past, with Chennai becoming a confluence of various cultures. Varied languages and traditions have added positively to the cosmopolitan fabric of the city. For those of you who are wondering why Chennai is being documented, well, the New York Times has found Chennai as one of the top places to be in 2014. In fact, it is the only place that the newspaper has featured among its 52 other chosen tourist destinations from all over the world. Chennai comes in at number 26 and the recommendation calls it the national cultural capital for music and dance. Well, looks like it is a tradition and the culture that has made the cut for Chennai. The city of Chennai has developed as one of the cosmopolitan cities in India that plays an important part in the cultural, intellectual and historical growth of India. Chennai was mainly the result of the historical accident and the strategic necessity. Chennai is a culturally developed city replete with centers of Carnatic music, a vibrant theatre life scene and cultural events. With all this to back the city, it can be said that Chennai possesses an affluent historical legacy which provides an unfathomable magnificence to the city. So why do people visit Chennai again and again despite the overpopulated crowds, dirty streets, salty waters and not to forget the reckless amount of traffic? Well, there's more to Chennai than all these. Let me share with you why NYT loves Chennai. After all, a cultural capital brings to life. 1. It is a city that is both young and old with a potpourri of cultures. Chennai has that ageless feel to it. Each area has its own history, be it the Fort St. George, the St. Thomas Basilica or the Ripon Building. All this melange of cultures can be seen in the 1,000-year-old monuments that lie scattered in Chennai. 2. A cultural abode of temples, museums and more. An area named after peacocks, Tirumailai or Mylapore, is home to one of the oldest temples in the city. The historical significance of the 1,400-year-old Kapaleshwar temple, built in the name of the Hindu god Shiva, especially during the Teppam or the float festival that takes place in the famous tank around the temple, is beyond known bounds. Giving it company in antiquity is the Parthasarathi temple in Triplicane, one of the oldest temples in Chennai, built by the Pallavas in the 8th century and dedicated to Lord Krishna in the form of Parthasarathi, who happens to be the charioteer of Arjuna in the Mahabharata. The Cholas and the Vijayanagar kings had left their touches on the temple. There are several temples in the city that are more than 500 years old, and they include the Marundeshwarar temple in Thiruvanmur, the Tyagarajar temple in Thiruvotriyur, among others. 3. The exotic beaches. The Marina Beach, one of Asia's largest, is Chennai's pride and common man's joy. Another stretch of the Bay of Bengal is the Elliot's Beach that is thronged by the youth crowds and often immortalized by movies. Sunrise, sunsets, moonrise, you cannot ask for a better view. 4. Symmetry of culture, tradition and heritage. Come December and the city lives up to its tag as the cultural city of the year. All the sabhas in the city come alive with classical music and dance as concerts and performances fill the air. However, it is not just in December. The classical season is throughout the year. This happens during the Tamil season of Margazhi, and this period is a festive and joyous time in Chennai where great musicians create soul-stirring and sensational music. Carnatic music makes the December season a must experience for visitors to Chennai. After all, this is the home of several dance and music schools like the Kalakshetra Academy for Classical Dance and the Music Academy for Classical Music. Chennai's culture is also known for the classical Indian dance, the Bharatanatyam, which is also the official dance of Tamil Nadu. An important cultural center for Bharatanatyam is Kalakshetra, known as Place of the Arts, which is located on the beach in the south of the city. But it is not just about Indian Carnatic music and South Indian dance. There are theatre fests around the year, contemporary dance festivals, and international film festivals galore. Chennai's culture has also a vibrant theatre scene with a large number of Tamil plays being performed. Culture is Chennai's middle name. 5. Food. Idli, dosa and filter coffee is not the only reason why people flock here. Fresh buzz makes this city especially enticing. When it comes to hospitality and traditional food, Chennai beats many of the cities easily. As serving food is seen as an utmost pious deed in the entire South India, get ready to experience unforgettable moments while dining in the land of Chennai. They serve a number of traditional foodstuffs on banana leaves, which is the traditional way of dining in Chennai. After all, Tamil is the city's first language popularized by the ever-famous Madras Bhasha. So do not forget to taste the rich Madras filter coffee at the Saravana Bhavans and Sangeetas. 6. Shopping hub. No trip is complete without shopping. But in Chennai, souvenir shopping is all about saris. One has to just visit T Nagar to get lost in realms of silk and golden zari. From the infamous age-old shops like RNKV and Pothys to modern yet galvanizing boutiques like Kalpadruma, every shop competes to give you the brightest and the boldest Kanchipuram silk saris, and not to forget the traditional handloom and artifacts as well. Never can you see such ethnicity and simplicity from those ancient times preserved in this modern age, of course coming with a very pricey tag. 7. Cinema. Chennai is the base for the large Tamil movie industry, Kollywood, in the locality of Kodambakam, where most of the technologically advanced movie studios are located. The industry makes about 100 Tamil movies a year, and its film dominate the music scene in the city. Tamil cinema is the second biggest revenue generating movie industry in India, only after Bollywood. Over 5,000 Tamil films were produced in the 20th century alone. 8. Art. Well, Chennai has got music, dance and drama, the three of which elementarily go hand in hand. So does art. Chennai has played a vital role in the evolution of traditional and contemporary art in India. The Dakshin Chitra, for instance, at OMI is an attempt to preserve some of the traditional South Indian ways of life by constructing a living village containing some of the various traditional homes of South India. Exploring the heritage homes, trying your hand at simple art and craft activities, engaging children in playing the age-old traditional games, as well as touring the exhibitions and art galleries can simply make one bask in the charm of a bygone era. Not to forget is the Tappatam, which is very famous in the down parts of Chennai. The Cholamandal Artist Village is a center of art and craft where artists and sculptors work in their own studios to supplement their income from the sale of paintings and sculptures. A permanent gallery attracts visitors throughout the year. Being India's largest self-supporting artist village and one of the most successful in Asia, this beautiful village is truly a magnum opus of contemporary art. It has earned the reputation world over and is now one of the major tourist attractions in the coastal city. Well, art truly lives in the heart of Chennai. Well, NYT considers these as Chennai's strengths. But what do the Chennaiites actually cherish about Chennai? Popularly called Gateway to the South, Chennai's culture is different from any other city in India. In fact, its traditions and conventions are valued despite being a modern city. One can find a unique blend of culture, from traditional foods to fast foods, from ancient temple architecture to the modern high-rises, and from classical music and dance to the growing nightlife in the city. To sum it up, Chennai is a miraculous gift that the land of Tamil Nadu embraces. The city mirrors the confluence of all the diverse cultures, keeping peace and tranquility intact. A number of monuments silently express the glorious history of the city that they witnessed, the traditional art forms that they preserved and continued to keep it alive. The spirit of Chennai, vibrant culture and reminiscent traditions all make the city wonderful and tremendously important as a part of a rich cultural Indian heritage. Be it the ever-busy streets of Bandra in Bombay or the scenic backwaters of Kerala, each city has got its own charm. So go ahead, explore your city with passion, rediscover the true happiness it offers you, and stay proud of it, because there never was and never will be a place like your hometown.